Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Well, what do we have here? Fox News turning on Donald Trump, your president. Yeah, fam, they turned on him. Yeah, but it was doing a report and he shot a smooth straight at Trump. Yeah, I mean, you got to check it out for yourself. I know you're not going to believe it. This is Fox News. This is running up to Trump, full speed, tongue hanging out, ready to lick everything all up under. You know what I mean? That. Yeah, check it out.
President Trump there, about to board Marine One. He'll head to Andrews Air Force Base and then down to Miami for a UFC fight this evening. The president there talking about the war, the progress of the war in Iran. He said their leaders are all dead, but a couple of their leaders are actually in Pakistan right now, meeting with his vice president to talk about some kind of a deal to end the war. We'll see what happens.
I ain't got no problem with that. Hey, fam, love it, man. Love it. Say, man, no honor among thieves. Fox News, they should be taken off the air for even identifying themselves as news. Fox is really just a bunch of opinionated right-wingers. And some of them ain't really right-wingers. Some of them are moderates and Democrats, but they just trying to get the check. Anything for the check, man. That's what that's about. Anything for the check. This dude depicted himself as white Jesus. And conservatives everywhere went crazy. They lost their minds. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy. You don't play with God. You know, this guy's joking. He must be joking. I was with him until he did that. All of the things he's done. So he depicts himself as Jesus himself. And that's more of a problem than him saying that he is going to wipe an entire civilization off the map. That's where you draw the line. I keep telling you, Americans are dumb on average. Dumb, sickos, deranged, psychotic. Yeah. Hey, I got to call a strike striking the ball, fam. It's a whole lot of people that ain't right around here. We are walking amongst the living dead. Yeah, fam. Now, let me tell you something. For those of you who think that this has no bearing on you, whatever go down with the war, it's whatever. Yeah, Trump, go get him, kill him, whatever. Okay, let me explain something to you. If this happens, oil prices going to jump. In fact, oil prices already has jumped because they started the blockade today. That video from a couple of days ago. The blockade has started. The United States is blocking ships coming out of Iran and going to Iranian ports, which means that Iran is not going to just sit back and watch that happen. They are going to fire on anybody who tries to control the Strait of Hormuz, because that's where Iran's power lies. 20% of the world's oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz. So that's a big trump card for Iran. They cannot lose control of the Strait of Hormuz, or it was pretty much be a wrap. This is where they hold a lot of the power. And this is why a week or so ago, the US, Trump was trying to get the hell out of Iran. He was trying to bring an end to the war because he realized that the fight was going to be harder than he thought, right? So let me tell you this. If this happens, if this escalates, gas prices are going to continue to soar, inflation rises, and the global economy is going to take a hit that we have not seen in a long time. And Americans are already taking a hit. Americans are taking a big hit right now. It's going to be even worse. Iran is calling the blockade piracy, and they're threatening retaliation. Unlike Donald Trump, Iran follows through with its threats. They're not wishy-washy. They don't, okay, here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Oh, you better not do this, I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna do this. Okay, watch this. Yeah, you got 24 hours. I'm gonna give you 20, you got 5 more minutes. If you don't do that, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do it like that. You know, I can do whatever I want to do. They don't do all of that. They're very, very decisive. Very decisive. They say, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna allow. This is what we're not gonna allow. And there's going to be repercussions. And when they say there's going to be repercussions, there's going to be retaliation. There are repercussions. There is retaliation. The U.S., as I said, they have officially started a naval blockade of Iran, which began today. They got ships going in or out of Iran that are going to be seized. They're going to be stopped, and they're going to be seized. And the big part is, unless it's China or Russia, those ships are going to be destroyed. They're going to try to make examples out of other countries. They're not going to mess with China or Russia because they know what come with that. But if a smaller country tries to, go into Iran, the U.S. is going to sink the ship. You know how bullies be doing, man. They got to prove to you that they're big and bad, right? They got to show you that they're running the show. But this is a lose-lose situation. Even if Iran comes out of this okay, short term, let me put it like this, short term for Iran, this is bad. This is bad because a lot of people are going to die, a whole lot. And their infrastructure is already being blown to smithereens. It could take, it might take 100 years for them to get back on track. It's going to take a long, long time. Imagine how long it's taken for some American cities to be built, right? So imagine taking any American city right now, let's take the one you live in, and imagine all of this buildings, schools, hospitals, parks. Imagine the bridges, the streets, the water supply, all being destroyed. So not only is it going to take a long time to rebuild, but a lot of people are going to die from the remnants of the war. Even if they don't get hit, even if they don't, even if innocent people don't die on impact, over time, people are going to starve to death because the resources are going to be very, very, very limited. Also, people are not going to be able to get medical attention because the hospitals will be inoperable. It's going to be bad, really, really bad for them. Long term, as long as they fight, and if they kill enough Americans, then they're going to get their respect. And if they hold their mud and just say, you know what, no matter what, we ain't giving up nothing, and we're going to fight. We'll fight 20 years, 30 years for. They'll have more power than to just fold. And I think they already know that because America is trying to put them back at square one. America's thing is, you're going to do what we want you to do, and we're going to do it how we want you to do it. And We don't want you running your country anymore. We don't like the way y'all run the country. We want to put somebody that we control in that seat. Somebody that's going to listen to everything that we have to say and do what we want them to do and serve us, not the Iranian people. We need somebody in there that serves us. And that's the fundamental differences that they have. And Israel, meanwhile, is sitting back in the cut like, get him, big bro. Get him. Get him, big bro. You know what I mean? It's wild, man. It's wild. And it would actually be funny if the consequences wasn't so dire. Buckle up, fam. It's going to be a long, rocky road. There's so much uncertainty right now in the world. So much uncertainty. Family, I've really come to the conclusion that we're not going to get any better as a society. Our society, American society, is eroding. We're not going to get any better. It's bad, and it's just getting bad. It's getting worse each year. You know, it's just getting worse. It's getting worse. We get worse politicians, worse doctors, worse lawyers, worse teachers. Yeah. Now, there's always exceptions, don't get me wrong. But overall, just the culture. That's what I mean more than anything, is the culture. Worse police officers, worse judges, worse prosecutors, because everybody is self-serving. See? We don't give a damn about our neighbors, and we don't give a damn about our neighbors' children. And our neighbors and our neighbors' children return in kind. It's bad, man. Like, I feel really bad for my children and their children and my nieces and nephews and friends and their family, people that I know personally, first and foremost, but then just overall for all of us, not the uncivilized much, but those of us who behave civilized and want a better life and want a better world for those who come after us, right? I feel really bad for them. I feel really, really bad because there ain't much that we can do because we've bought into this. We bought into this American nightmare, and we've given too much power to the oligarchy. We've given too much power away. These politicians have more power. Judges have more latitude than they've ever had. You see what's going on with Donald Trump. The things that he's getting away with. This dude bombed on a country, seized their oil supply, sold the oil to a third country, took the proceeds and placed them in an offshore account in Qatar that he controls. Not that the US controls, that he controls. Our society is going backwards, not forward. Societies are supposed to go forward. That means that you grow through innovation, you grow through past lessons. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, right? So you can get it right. The politicians of the day, the people of today, should have an advantage on those who came before them because we can analyze their mistakes and take self-inventory and say, you know what? Let's not do that because that didn't work out last time. You did? Well, that's not what we do. We're going to bend somebody's will. We're going to force something to happen and go our way. And that's why everybody's walking around with a chip on their shoulder. Everybody's on the edge. Everybody got a gun. Everybody wants to shoot somebody. And it has nothing to do with Iran. Think about that. No more talk.